So, hello and welcome to this week's episode of the Turn 5 podcast, where we will be, this week it's just a preview, actually, of the Austrian Grand Prix this weekend. Any news from this week? There was some, we can't really call it news yet, a teaser, let's say a teaser, from a certain Finnish racing driver, Valtteri Bottas.
Yeah, Mika Häkkinen's ended his sabbatical.
Yeah, Mika Häkkinen's ended the sabbatical and is going to drive for Cadillac. But yeah, he posted a video. I can't even call it cryptic because it's not really that cryptic. It's pretty obvious what it's saying. It seems like Valtteri Bottas has signed for Cadillac as one of their drivers for next season. Discuss.
Great signing if he has. Hilarious banter if he hasn't.
Also, yeah.
It'd be good to see him back on the grid because he's definitely a talented driver. He's especially I know he was up against Lewis and Valtteri. It's James played its part more than a few times, but equally he did also show that he could outqualify Lewis in the same car, which is no mean feat.
But it is also worth noting, like, Valtteri James wasn't exactly used often. It was,
but when it was,
yeah, it was more so because there was a championship fight going on. In which case, we expect any team to employ team orders.
Get out the way!
Yeah.
Yeah,
get out the fucking way!
Joe! Just hit Alex in the back. Oh god. I would like to see the Valtteri thing be true.
Yeah, I would like to see him back on the grid.
Yeah, I think we spoke about it like a month ago, speaking about Cadillac's options, and we're saying that Valtteri is probably the best that you could get currently.
Clearly, somebody high up in the brass of Cadillac's F1 team listens to our podcast and listens to my breakdown of it with Ben, and between us we convinced him that Bottas is the way to go.
We are geniuses.
I'll take my 1% signing fee. Thank you. I don't ask for much.
That 1% is fucking massive.
We will.
It's more than my fucking yearly wage.
We will wait on official confirmation from Cadillac or Bottas. But for now, it certainly looks like he is Cadillac bound for the 2026 season. Who will join him, though, is the question. Who
Probably
takes the other free seat?
Ben, should we talk to the Cadillac owners again?
Yeah.
Mick Schumacher. There was a few lists, wasn't there? We debated.
Didn't even touch the F2 drivers.
No, exactly. Well, I mean, we did in the end, but we talked a lot about sort of from the IndyCar scene who would be the most appropriate, especially those who have either already done free practice sessions or are linked to Formula One teams. Those who indeed have enough points on their super license to already qualify for it. But equally, we then sort of touched upon the fact that if you're, say, Alex Dunn in the McLaren Driver Academy, who has no real prospect of going forward, because both that team's drivers are locked in for the foreseeable, then you could poach someone like that. Arvid Lindblad, equally an opportunity. He's rapid. He's part of the Red Bull Academy. And you look at Red Bull's current driver debacle, and you think, is that something a young driver really wants to get themselves messed up in?
Who does Grosjean drive for in IndyCar?
Grosjean's not coming back to F1. Let's not even bother with that conversation.
We would never hear the end of Phoenix.
Yeah.
I rose from the flames, and now I rose from the flames of America. And I'm back in F1.
Crofty when Grosjean wins the race.
The Phoenix rises as Grosjean wins.
He was on fire in Bahrain in 2020. He was on fire today.
He lit the scene ablaze. And now he lights the track ablaze. Oh, God. That'd be diabolical.
Roman Grosjean, champion of the world.
Going too far now.
Yeah, let's calm it down, Chris. One race is enough.
Yeah.
Never know. Cadillac could do a Braun GP.
That I would like to see that, to be fair, because that would be amazing banter.
Has Grosjean even won an IndyCar race?
I don't think he has.
I only thought, does he drive for Cadillac in IndyCar? That was my only thought.
I don't think he does.
I genuinely don't know.
Andretti, I think he might. It was with. I think
he's with Andretti. Cadillac's just Andretti with a different badge.
Yeah.
Although now he has gone into IMSA Sports Car Championship for Lamborghini. So
he's not in IndyCar anymore?
No. He didn't win either. He had 6 podiums and 3 poles.
Not bad. I'm still convinced that Cadillac are going to change their name after a season and become Andretti.
Watch them change their name after a race.
That would be top banter. Completely new livery.
Not even a race. Pre-season testing. They rock up to pre-season testing as Cadillac. They rock up to round 1 as Andretti.
Honestly, that would be the best middle finger to F1.
Oh, yeah.
Like, oh, you wouldn't let Andretti in, but you let Cadillac in. Hi, we're Andretti.
Yeah.
We're the exact same people. You said no. Here we are. It's going to happen. I can see it happening. Because the amount of other teams that have changed their name, so if anyone tries to protest it, it'll be like,
yeah, exactly.
Hey, would you like to look at fucking Aston Martin?
Yeah. Bring back Sport Pacer Racing Point Formula 1 team.
Exactly. They changed their name like twice a season in that period of time. So it's going to happen. That is my odds on for like the next couple of years. That is the big one. And Andretti is entering as a Formula name change.
Yeah.
As soon as it was confirmed it was Cadillac, that's what I said, and I will die on that hill.
Was there any other news this week?
Just the F1 premiere in London today. But like, wow, Tom Cruise.
Film releases Wednesday. We'll see it then.
We could have also had a awesome segue of speaking about the F2 drivers with Alex Dunn being an FP1 for Austria.
Could have done.
But that chance is gone.
Anyway,
again.
Yeah, Alex Dunn getting his
seamless
regulation mandated FP1 session.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's a track that McLaren have gone well at.
I don't even feel we can hype these sessions up anymore. I've been like, they're giving young drivers a chance to see what they can do because they are literally mandated in the regulations.
But equally, it does also give us a benchmark for who's looking good.
Yeah, it gives us the opportunity to actually see them, but I think it meant slightly more in the past when it would be rare and you're like, whoa, we're doing what?
Yeah, but then like Haas puts in like, who was it, Ryo Hirakawa, who's like 30 odd. And it's like, bro, you're not getting in F1.
Yeah.
So I understand. I understand because of their partnership with Toyota Gazoo Racing that they had a bit of a say in putting someone in the car. But come on.
I think they should have stuck Sato in the car.
That would have been funny. I guess the next up and coming Japanese driver is Ritomo Miyata, and he's already signed for a driver academy though, so that would be a bit more hoops to jump through in terms of getting him in the Haas. I don't actually know who is in Toyota Gazoo Racing's youth program, to be honest.
No idea.
I'd imagine about half the Super Formula grid.
All I know is
and then the other half's like Nissan.
Rocked up this weekend and took part in the 24 hours of the Nürburgring.
Nice.
In a Yaris.
What a lad! Yes, get it.
What have I just missed?
Yaris. Sky Wi-Fi.
Sky Wi-Fi.
Other Wi-Fi providers are available.
We were talking.
Please fucking use them.
We were talking
this
about
is brought to you by
Toyota Gazoo Racing's youth academy. I have no idea who drives in their academy. All I know is that the owner of Toyota rocked up, took part in the 24 hours of the Nürburgring in a Yaris.
Oh, sweet. Was he with the Dacia? R.I.P. the Dacia.
I don't think he finished.
Got killed again.
I think the Yaris broke down. It was a good race, though. Actually, we've went on about safety in F1 before, so we'll talk about this now. Watching the 24 hours of the Nürburgring is a terrifying experience.
Oh, speaking of, there is one, I can't remember which driver it was. Somebody needs to get disqualified. And
is this the 9 red flags?
9 red flags.
Yeah. Got to take part in the race.
Yeah, I see.
Is it inexcusable?
Was simply put to the back of his qualifying group, so started 27th.
9 red flags is... I understand being locked in, but god fucking damn it, you're supposed to pay attention to the flags.
Especially...
took a car as well.
But yeah, especially around the Nürburgring. But yeah, it was a terrifying experience because they don't use safety cars or red flags that much.
It's like
they just use code 60s and code 120s, which are essentially VSCs.
That's the speed you can go, isn't it? 60 and 120 kilometers.
Yeah. They're sitting gunning it through sections. And then they see a double waved yellow because there's just a recovery vehicle on the track driving along with them to get to the car it needs to recover. We talk about a recovery vehicle being on circuit in Formula 1. Holy shit, watching it around the Nürburgring is terrifying. Especially at night when you're on board and all you see is hazard lights.
It's like, maybe let's not hit that.
Yeah. I know they're all used to it, and that's how the green hell works, as they call it, but no thank you.
Yeah, it'd be a pretty long safety car period if they did use safety cars.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. They had to do the formation lap over a period of 20 minutes because the Nordschleife is so long.
Well,
but it didn't make it any less heart and mouth. It's simply because there's no recovery roads around the Nordschleife.
Die Grüne Holle, as it's known, the Green Hell. Sorry, I'm just looking at the Toyota Gazoo Racing's Driver Challenge program. They have representatives in Formula 2, Super Formula Lights, Formula Regional European Championship by Alpine, Formula Regional Middle East Championship, Formula Regional Japanese Championship, and the FIA F4.
There's FIA F4?
That's what it says.
Oh.
Rounds 1, 2, and 3 are Fuji. Rounds 4 and 5, Fuji.
Is that maybe F4 Asia?
Maybe. Round 6 and 7 is Suzuka. Rounds 8, 9, and 10 are Sugo. Rounds 11 and 12 are Autopolis. And rounds 13 and 14 are Motegi. I think it's F4 Japan.
Yeah.
Given that everything's in Japan.
Yeah, that's maybe about right, yeah. Speaking of F4, I didn't realise Ollie Bearman, I'm going to assume it's his brother, is in British F4.
Mm.
And so we'll have 2 Bearmans racing at Silverstone next weekend.
Nice. Family day out.
Exactly. But let's talk Austria first, because I think that's us done the news. It's a track that's delivered us good racing over the past few years. What have you seen?
So you asked about F4, so I went and looked at like how many. There's a lot of F4s.
There's many F4s, and then there's just F1 Academy sitting there as well.
And then they're adding 2 more F4s.
All the F4s.
F4 Saudi Arabia coming soon. F4 Australia coming soon.
F4 Saudi Arabia.
I know.
Fucking hell. I think you're just racing at Jeddah every week.
Well, they looked over the border at the UAE and went, we want some of that.
Fair.
Doing all 8 alterations of Bahrain.
Bahrain doesn't have an F4. Oof, I've got. Well, actually, where does UAE race?
Abu Dhabi. Abu Dhabi.
The page you're looking for is temporarily unavailable. Brilliant. Oh, there we go. Right. Races, please. The Dubai Autodrome looks suspiciously like the Yas Marina circuit. That's round 1. Round 2 is the Yas Marina circuit. Round 3 is the Dubai Autodrome, but a different layout. Round 4 is the Yas Marina circuit. And round 5 is the Dubai Autodrome with the same layout as round 3.
So the 2 possible tracks that they use too.
Yeah, it's
maybe they should hit the go-kart track as well.
It's literally the same place, because Dubai Autodrome round 1 and Yas Marina circuit round 2 have exactly the same track map. They have a venue.
Yeah.
And I'm actually going to search up
the Dubai Autodrome.
I swear to God, if it says at the Yas Island circuit.
No, it's its own.
Then why is the track map the same?
Maybe a mistake.
Maybe.
Yeah, actually, I've just seen what you're on about round 1, aren't you? Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe
that's the Yas Marina circuit.
I was looking at round 3 and 2.
Yeah.
Yes. I think they may have a typo.
Somebody's cocked up. Also, because the round 1 doesn't actually have UAE on the end like all the other ones do. Oh well. There you go.
There is actually a Formula 1 lap record set around the Dubai Autodrome. Set in...
Is it Pedro de la Rosa?
No, it's Stuart Hall, who's simply bought a Formula One car.
Nice.
Yeah.
And
so
it raced
he could have a lap time of 10 minutes and 32 seconds.
It done the 1982 Formula 1 World Championship for Ram Racing as the car he's bought. However, he's clearly not that quick because GP2 Asia went faster by 12 seconds.
Oh my god, Kamui Kobayashi's went around it.
Yeah.
2008 GP2.
Jesus
And
Christ.
Kamui
Grosjean.
Kobayashi holds the Grand Prix lap record around that circuit. Romain Grosjean holds the race lap record in the international circuit.
Bragging rights.
Anyway, back on track.
Yes.
As you scroll down, you scroll down to lap records, Chris. You see this GP2 Asia, LMP2, A1 GP, LMP1, LMP3, Formula 1.
Yeah, no, that's the bit I was pulling it from.
Formula 1's only 1 second quicker than Formula Renault 3.5.
It's only 2 seconds faster than the Freca car.
Oh my god.
And only 5 seconds quicker. Sorry, 7 seconds quicker than Formula 4.
Yeah.
But do you know what other top class racing series has been around that track? The Renault Clio Cup.
My kind
It's
of
fair to say
racing.
the Clios have the lowest lap record. But anyway,
Sorry,
back on track.
Just reminded me of something that I've just gone and looked up. And I wanted
What's
to
that?
The Citroen C1 Racing Club.
Oh.
Beautiful.
Membership's now open.
Put that alongside the Ford Car Endurance Championship.
Build a C1 race car for less than £3,700.
Okay, that's kind of
cost to get. How much is the racing license?
Don't know. A 2025 events, a fantastic calendar of 3 and 24-hour races in a Citroen
Boys.
C1.
Yeah.
Are we going to set up our own endurance team?
Once we crash the car, that's it. That's dust.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
All of your drivers must be club members to enter races. So, entry for the Silverstone GP 3-hour race, £1,250.
Oh.
Fuck.
Entry,
one race, that's it.
Entry to the 24-hour race, 4.9 grand.
Yeah, but what's the prize money when we win?
You know what?
Yeah. Against people that do it every single week.
Doesn't
year
say.
on year.
Doesn't say.
But useless.
Then we could go to Alton Park. Can't wait to outbreak myself at the hairpin every lap. Then there's 2 separate 3-hour races at Snetterton in Norfolk. Then there's Donington Park. Oh,
That's all right. That's quite.
We could all go visit Nia.
Oh.
Anglesey, 12-hour race on November the 8th and 9th. That'd be brutal. We have also missed a few of the races.
You need some temperature in your tyres, mate. God, it's fucking November.
Prices to be confirmed. Entries will be open soon. If one of us wins the lottery before then.
If you win the lottery, enter the Citroen C1 car.
Look, we've got to start somewhere.
Anyway, Austrian Grand Prix. It's a track that's given us good racing over the past few years, it's fair to say.
Moments.
And yeah, controversial moments. The first real ding-dong between Lando Norris and Max Verstappen last year came around this circuit.
And the worst offender came off best of.
Although he can't do it this year.
He can try.
He can punt it into Piastri again.
Yes, please.
It is the last round that that he's at direct risk of a race ban.
Well,
before some penalty points start coming off.
Alonso has shown, thanks to his antics in Australia last year, that you can pick up 3 penalty points for an incident, so he's not out of the woods. Because only 2
Max
points.
got 3 penalty points.
True. He's not going to be out of the woods because only 2 points drop off his licence, and he's only 1 point shy at the minute, so he'll still be in reasonably direct threat of a race ban.
Yeah.
If any driver can get in trouble with the stewards, Max Verstappen can.
But as we've seen from Lando Norris, apparently, if you crash into someone and nothing happens to them, you're fine. No penalty.
Yeah.
There was a penalty,
Not wrong with that.
And it was applied.
Just one
weirdly.
Absolutely nothing.
Yeah. Well, that's what most of the penalties do in this sport because the gaps are so bloody big. Let's look at George Russell and his drive-through penalty, and where Kimi just backed everyone up and let George come out in front of him again. What a penalty!
But that's a very Monaco-specific incident.
I know, but you want to talk about penalties not meaning anything, then. Or equally, we could say when Lance Stroll got a penalty and he was at the back of the fucking pack anyway, and he had a time penalty, and it was like, what's the point? You know?
Well, you can't
just
really
to
give Lance
fucking
Stroll
make his day even worse.
Anyway.
or Leonardo Fornaroli in F2 being given a fucking stop-go penalty and then being given a time penalty after that, and it's like, the boy's race is ruined anyway, leave the poor kid alone.
Anyway, that's it. I've seen enough. 5-second time penalty.
Leave Fornaroli alone.
Ocon deserves that time penalty. Facts.
Shall we get to predictions then?
Yeah.
It is a normal weekend.
Yes. No sprint.
No. So, pole position, please, Ben.
Shit, I can't say that. Oscar Piastri.
Rich?
Yeah, I'm going to have to agree. Piastri.
As have I. And Mel has given us all of her predictions except for pole. So until she replies, her pole position prediction is now Gabriel Bortoletto.
I was going to say Lance Stroll, but same diff. Yeah, we'll do that.
Podium. I will go with Piastri, Norris, Russell. Rich?
Norris, Verstappen, Piastri.
Ben?
I would say Verstappen, Norris, Piastri.
And Mel has went with Russell, Max, and Norris.
I haven't heard back from Sonia yet, so that will be pending. I did it is an hour advanced over there, so
yeah.
That's not bad.
Bold prediction, please, Rich.
Verstappen Piastri contact.
Ben?
I'll say Lance Stroll track limits penalty.
I'm gonna go I'm going to go no track limits penalties in the race.
Lance Stroll in lap 5 has been given a 5-second time penalty.
Lance Stroll lap 3 has been given a 5-second time penalty.
Lap 1, he just extends at every single corner.
Every corner. Lap down showdown. Oh wait, sorry. Mel said Ollie P5 for her bold. Lap down showdown. Mel has went Bortoletto 29 and 1. A disaster after starting from pole position.
From 71 laps. There's one lap down.
I know, right?
Lapped on lap 29.
Yeah, not sure she's thought that one through.
To be fair, Austria loves a safety car.
And a red flag.
Yeah. I point you to 2020 edition number 1.
Where we only
not
the, not the Styrian.
Yeah. Not the Styrian, the Austrian Grand Prix.
Where we had 11 cars finished and the Williams still wasn't in the points.
Exactly.
Yeah. What a time.
Good old Latifi.
Rich.
Esteban Ocon, hate watches back. Lap 30, 2 laps down.
Ben.
Lance Stroll.
Love that.
1 lap down, lap 42.
I've also went Lance Stroll.
Love that.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Lap 36, 1.
Solid.
And that's it. Quick episode this week. Basically just touching base. The Formula 1 film comes out on Wednesday, so we will give our thoughts on that either next week or the week after.
I can't. If
I'll go and see it this week.
It's anything like the Gran Turismo film, I'm going to shoot myself in the head.
Oh, I can't wait for another Ben rant special over racing movies.
Yeah.
I rant about like health and safety stuff. Ben rants about media.
Me.
I do have a review from someone who's seen it.
Oh God!
If you want it,
I kind of want to go in blind.
Does it? Yeah, I feel like it's going to have spoilers in it. So
there's actually no spoilers.
Is it? Is it that it's a shit vibe?
But are they hardcore F1? Let's say hardcore. That's.
I'm not sure. I think they might be hardcore F1. But yeah, as I say, it's just a brief summary and review if you want it, or do you want to go completely blind?
I'll go in blind. I think. Be safe.
We'll double back to it then once we've all seen it.
Yeah, bring that one for next week.
Exactly. Speaking of, I will be here next week.
Oh,
I start work at 5 in the afternoon, and I'm working till 1 in the morning. So, yeah. But yeah, these guys will see you next week.
Absolutely.
And I will be back the week after for the.
I can't guarantee it, but
I'll be here next.
Yeah, and I'll be back the week after for the Silverstone review. But until then, enjoy the Austrian Grand Prix. We shall see you next week. Ta-ra for now.